Yes, sir, you already know what it is. Pop the list up. Day 4 of our October Halloween movie marathon. Let's get right into it. Movie number 1, Hotel Transylvania. If you don't know these movies, fun for all ages. Definitely more of a kid's movie, but I enjoy them as an adult. The first one of the franchise was released in 2012. These are all Adam Sandler movies, and it is joined by his whole ensemble of David Spade, Kevin James, Rob Schneider, all those great guys. Andy Samberg, great actors. I'm not going to say anything about them personally. I'm just talking about the actors. Andy Samberg, who is another great actor that I like. He is Johnny. He's the human guy, and there are a bunch of monsters that he stumbles upon Dracula's mansion, falls in love with Dracula's daughter, but he's a regular human, so you can see all the shenanigans play out from there. I just watched the first one, and I enjoy it a lot. I'm not going to give any of the movies a ranking. I'd probably give it about what it got on, IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes. It's got like a 7 out of 10, which is pretty fair. The second one and the third one, I enjoy. I didn't realize. We'll get to that in a second. Number 2. So we'll just cap them all real quick. Number 2, the second movie of the franchise. It was released 3 years later, 2015. It is about Mavis and Johnny. They have a half-human, half-vampire son named Dennis. Mavis thinks Hotel Transylvania isn't the right place to raise Dennis and wants to raise him in California. When Dracula is disappointed that Dennis does not have any vampire abilities, he helps his friends make his grandson a vampire. Things get complicated when Dracula's father, Vlad Mel Brooks... I don't know what I just said there. Things get complicated when Dracula's father, Vlad Mel Brooks, shows up. Reading other people's writing sometimes when you're just trying to spew it without, proofreading, jeez Louises, I would have wrote that a little differently. Anyways, good movie. Hotel Transylvania 3, they all go on summer vacation on a cruise, and Dracula falls in love with Erica, played by Katherine Hayne. She's the great-granddaughter of a monster hunter named Van Helsing, played by Jim Gaffigan. However you would pronounce that. Anyways, I was going to say, so those first 3 movies, those are all good movies. The fourth one I still enjoy, but I didn't realize it was released January 14th, 2022. It is about Dracula, now voiced by Brian Hull, and Johnny teaming up to find a cure to turn themselves back into their old selves. So they end up switching into human for Dracula and into a monster for Johnny. Like I said, it's super fun. Fun for the whole family. Definitely watch it, especially this holiday season. I'm out of breath saying that. I'm just trying to spew through all of those. But yeah, definitely. Hotel Transylvania. Next up, we have Warm Bodies. I ended up throwing this one on. This one is always a good movie to throw on. It's actually a comedy, too. I always forget how good of a movie it is until you watch it again. You're like, oh, yeah. It is basically like a romantic horror romance. I wonder if it was released on Valentine's Day. February 1st, 2013. Not Valentine's Day, but close enough. Yeah, so it has some very good actors in it, as well as Dave Franco as John Malkovich, who I'm always a fan of, as Teresa Palmer as the main protagonist's love interest. There we go. I figured it out. And the main protagonist is Nicholas Hoult. Good movie. Great movie. Nothing I can really say about it. I don't want to really give it away. Just check it out. Very good movie. If you don't know it, it's got a 81% on Rotten Tomatoes, even though IMDb ranked it at 6.8. I still find movies that are ranked around 6 and above on IMDb. Those will still get pretty good Rotten Tomatoes if they are good movies, right? Because sometimes, depending who's the critic, they usually fumble it. So don't always trust those, but they are good things to go off of, especially with Rotten Tomatoes. 81% I would say, yeah, it's a pretty good movie. Next up, last but not least, we got House of Wax. So, if you peeped the list, if you didn't peep the list, we didn't quite make the movie that we were supposed to watch on this day. That's just because that's the list that we're watching with Johanna, and she, like, depending if we can both actually sit down and watch a full 2-hour movie, sometimes we can't always do that. So we ended up I got through another movie instead. We got House of Wax. She actually watched part of it too. This movie, I enjoyed. Now, this has a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes, so ignore everything that I just said about the previous movie. That is probably because people, if they've seen like the original or around the time that it came out of, there is a 1953 or 1954 film. I have not seen it, so I can't compare. I just enjoy House of Wax for the silliness of it. It's not the worst movie that I've seen so far. It's not the best, but it's pretty fun. It has Paris Hilton in it, and people are pissed about that. Looking back at it, though, it's pretty hilarious. She's not bad for, like, a slasher actress. I've seen worse. I don't know. I didn't mind it. But that's also because I don't, expect anything too crazy from this movie. It is what it is, and I enjoy it. It's definitely something to give a watch if you haven't seen it. It has Chad Michael Murray. No. It has Lucas Scott and Sam Winchester as, like, two protagonists, victimish. I don't know what you would call them. Like, you know how there's usually, like, a group of friends and stuff? They're a part of the group of friends. So, yeah. Who else is in it? It has Robert Richard, who I knew from TV shows around the time, so it was just another familiar face. John Abrams is in it. Brian Van Holt is in it. I'm just naming actors that are in it now. It's fun. It has one of my favorite scary moments that I ever seen when I was younger. It's the first. It happens to Jared Padalecki's. It happens to Sam Winchester. It's the first thing that happens to him. If you guys know, leave it in the comments or whatever. Try not to spoil it in the video. So if there are a ton of comments on this video, definitely don't go looking for it. But it's a good one, and it catches you off guard, and it's like, oh, it's like one of those shiver down the spine ones. Yeah, House of Wax, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. People put it in the same category as, like, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Hills Have Eyes, Wrong Turn. So, like, that type of slasher, if you've seen any of those and you haven't seen this, there you go, for comparison. I haven't seen any of them except for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I think I only seen the 2008 version? 2006 version? I don't know, I've just seen one of them. So I really can't say. But maybe I'll come back to the original. The original is interesting. And also, I do have all these on the list. So if I do come across these ones in later dates, we'll do a comparison. And because this will just sit in my brain like, oh, is this like that? And I'll probably remember for that review. So if those are up by now, go see. If not, check something else out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.